Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. That's right. Always 3 good mornings. There's a reason behind the madness, y'all. There's a reason why it's 3 and not 2. Why it's 3 and not 4. It's because 3 is the perfect, generous amount. It's the perfect amount of warmness, y'all. If I did 2, there would be a cold clinicalness to it. It wouldn't be enough. If I did 4, it would be freaking overload, y'all. Like, I don't want to melt y'all with warmness and kindness, you know. I want to lay it on kind of thick, but I don't want to overdo it. Y'all know how it is. Hold on just a second. I got to turn my light up here. Like, my goodness. Hold on. Get over here. Oh. There we go. There we go. I didn't have any light. Y'all, I'm sitting here in the dark. I got to turn my little lamp up I got behind my desk. Hey, Seal. Seal says, good morning, good morning, good morning. Right back at you. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good this morning. I had a pretty good night's sleep. You know, it hit me this morning, though. I had something hit me. I was sitting there, I got up. I had the little protein bar and everything, and I've been having some fruit with it. You know, I go through these spells where I have, you know, some fruit. I got these little baby bananas I've been eating. I got them, several days ago. But I'm sitting there eating, and I'm like, it just dawned on me. I'm like, why am I up at 8 a.m.? when I could just get up at 9? You know, I don't stream. But here's the thing. I'm kind of, because I'm such a fucking ADD slowpoke, I'm kind of worried that if I move my get up time to 9 a.m., like, then I'll be like rushing. I mean, I got up. Here's the thing. I got up at 8 a.m., right? And I still barely make it to my streams. How is that possible? Like, I don't know. Maybe it would motivate me to get going faster if I moved it up, but it might have the reverse effect. I don't know. Maybe I'll test it out, because I tossed and turned. You know, it was certainly I turned everything off quick last night. You know, I was done with my day at midnight. And I didn't watch anything last night. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, turn the TV on, maybe put on a spot of YouTube or something. Just wind down. I was like, nope, you know what? I'm done. I'm rolling over. You know, I went and brushed my teeth. I was like, got ready, did the whole Listerine, swish, swish. And then I was like, I'm just going to bed. And I came in here, I got in the bed, and I was like, I just rolled over. I said, frick it. And that's what I did. I went to sleep, but I tossed and turned. I woke up. I don't know what was going on. I woke up many times probably. Many times. I don't know. I didn't have anything on the mind or anything. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes you do that. It's inexplicable. Let me get y'all, I got fresh hot coffee. Oh my gosh, why am I having chest pain? I hope it's not. It's probably get a little gas or something. It's probably nothing serious. What the heck? Don't feel good though. Let me stretch. That'll fix it. Oh, feels like maybe a touch of like, y'all ever get that? Like in your chest, like a little trapped gas feeling or something? You move around, it kind of moves, and then like, okay, it's going away. But what was I going to say before that? Oh no. I've totally lost the thread, y'all. Oh no. Oh, coffee, right. Like, I didn't say, good God, I did not say, I'm just thinking about over how I started the stream, and I did not say I have fresh hot coffee. Like, what the frick? Oh my God. Like, I need a total spanking. Like, I've been not, that is, if it's not criminal behavior, it's certainly naughty behavior. But y'all, I've got fresh hot coffee. And of course, that's no surprise. But I hadn't even had a sip yet. Let me get a sip. First sip, best sip. Oh my gosh. Oh my good gracious. Goodness. It's everything I ever expected. And then some. Giga Bear! Good morning, Giga! She says, rough! That sounds like something I would say. I hope you're doing good. So what are we doing today? I'm doing some Final Fantasy, y'all. It feels like it's been a few weeks. It's been like a lot of Terraria and Minecraft. But I don't want to let Final Fantasy slip away, y'all. I actually really quite enjoy this game. And it was funny. You know what? Me and the girlfriend was talking last night. And she was asking me, we were chilling. And she was like, "What? You're streaming tomorrow, right?" I said, "Yeah, baby, you know it." She's like, "What are you going to do?" She's like, "You know what you hadn't done in a while?" And it's crazy because she thought, y'all, we are so in sync sometimes. She read my mind. She was like, she said something about Sand Kitty. Because, I call her Sand Kitty. And because she's like from the deserts of, oh, fuck. It's been so long since I played, I done forgot. What is it? Ul'dah? Yeah, she's out from the deserts of Ul'dah, so I kind of nicknamed her Sand Kitty. And she calls me that. She calls me like the nicknames from the games I play and stuff. It's cute. And she's like, "That's what you haven't played." And she said, "What are you streaming?" I said, "Baby, I was thinking about streaming Final Fantasy." She's like, "Oh my God, I'm reading your mind." I was like, "Yes, you are, honey. Yes, you are." Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Giga. Giga says, "Sipping on a big sips." Yummers. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh my, I think I've just created a new word. Y'all, my little brain be doing that sometimes. Like, I'm about to say something, and like my brain tries to jam two words in my mouth at the same time. And I be coming up with new words. Let me get a sip. Oh my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta, that's good. And I'm going to say my Lanta. I'm not going to say milk of magnesia. Because they're kind of the same thing, but they're terrible. Milk of magnesia is terrible. And it's rather disgusting. We used it a lot in elder care, in the nursing home. What? What? Giga, please do not start with me. How dare you? Giga, what? I swear your avatar's tits got smaller. Nerfed? No. Heck no. No, no, no. No, no, no. And, that's actually something I've thought about, Giga. For a long time, I was thinking like, when will I get my new model drawn? And how will I have it done? And so when I have her redone, because I want her to have a little better animation and a little better rigging and stuff, of course she's going to be based on this model. Of course she's going to be based on it. But one thing is I want the boobs to be just a touch Just a smidge larger. Just a smidge. We're talking 10%. Okay, maybe 10%. We're not going like mammoth titties, okay? I'm not gonna do that. But I've got some ideas. But that's something that's gonna be a big collaboration, because if she looks too much different, I can't accept it. You know, and there's gonna be probably a million revisions, but when I'm aiming for is my 1-year streaming anniversary. So maybe this Christmas is when I'll have her redone. And I just want a little more articulation in the eyes and the face, and just, you know, and maybe some different outfits and stuff. But the person that made her wasn't currently taking any custom shit at the moment. And I was like, well, I'm probably going to have to get a different artist. Giga says, I sent you a gift regarding the new avatar. Let me see what you sent. Giga, Giga, the fuck is this? I swear to God. Giga, please. Fuck. That's bullshit. How dare you? Oh my. Let me turn my ceiling fan on. Giga's getting me flustered, y'all. Have to cut my ceiling fan on this early. Getting my blood pressure up. That's the last thing I need. I'm already having chest pain this morning. Like, what the frick is that? It feels like gas pain though. Maybe I'm gonna go take some, what do you call it? The pink stuff. Pepto-Bismol. Yeah, if it keeps on, I'll go take some Pepto-Bismol. I got a feeling this is the exact type of pain that Pepto-Bismol just knocks right. I love Pepto-Bismol. Y'all know some people don't like it. That fucking pink goodness, y'all. You know what it tastes like? There we go. I had a little burpee poo. I think that let some of it out. But you know what Pepto-Bismol tastes like and why I love it so much? It tastes like freaking Valentine's candy. You know those little chalky, powdery pink hearts that come in a bag? They're like little hard, but they're not really hard, but they're like chewy candies. They're kind of like... Those things are delicious. And I just love them. But that's what Pepto-Bismol reminds me of. If it wasn't a medicine, y'all, that'd be my normal drink. I'd just be like, I just take that shit with me. Oh my God. Your avatar, like, I need to get me a hat like hers with my horns poking through it. That'd be pretty tight. Demiscrew, don't ask me to say her name. Like, I was pronouncing it Demiscrew at one point. And people were like, the fuck you saying? I was like, fuck you. Fuck you. Say her name. Say it. It's Demiscrew, damn it. Oh God. Let me hop in this game. Lord have mercy. The people demand epic gameplay, y'all. They do. Like, I be uploading my shit. Like, I got a video, y'all. I'm getting the VODs going again on YouTube, but it's minimal editing. I'm cutting off the fucking start screen and we slapping the shit on there like old times. That's all it is. That's all I'm doing. And I ain't even putting that shit like, fuck DaVinci. I'm not doing it. No, no, no. Like, we're getting this shit called up. I'm doing one a day until it's called up. No, we ain't doing all that. Date with Destiny, I don't know what that is. Stuff like this, can X this out. Giga says, wanna hear a joke? Oh God, yes, please tell me a joke. Please do. Oh look, they spawned me in right behind a tall bunny girl. Well, she's made herself shorter. They're not normally this short. They're normally extremely but look how cool, look at her. Oh, the drip is dripping, y'all. When the drip is drippy, like my God. But also she could direct traffic with that. That jacket's got one of them reflective strips on it. I used to have a jacket like that many years ago. But it wasn't a safety jacket. But the kicks are tight. Y'all, them kicks is tight as hell. Like the kicks are kicking. Like a chicken. My gosh. Okay, I have to stop using Zoomer language. Like, I already don't have enough brain cells, y'all. If I start using a bunch of Zoomer language, like, fuck me. We're gonna be reduced, like, we're gonna be starting on a single brain cell every morning. But god damn it, it shouldn't be so fun to use. You know, if it wasn't so damn fun to use, wouldn't be a problem. Royal, what is this? Alan Zalen's Royal Hound. Oh, that's cute, y'all. It's a little beagle puppy. I used to have a beagle. His ears were even bigger than that. He had the ears of a basset hound. You know, y'all ever seen a basset hound? It's like a mix between a beagle and a dachshund that's typically overweight. But they have extremely large velvety ears. And oh my God, y'all, I got a hangnail on my thumb. Oh, this is terrible. That's gonna bother me all day. God, I got a good mind to just get up and get the fingernail clippers and trim that off. I hate hangnails. Giga says, I actually don't know if I'm allowed to say this joke. Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Giga. You know, take a risk. Take a risk or don't take a risk. You know, that is the question. Oh, she sent it to me in Discord. She said, okay, let's see. She says, what's another word for coming inside a woman? And she's typing. Okay, that's funny. I won't say the other part. I don't know everybody's sensibilities. And if Yiga thinks it's too much, it might be too much. But that is, to me, Giga, I think it's hilarious, but not everybody might think so. Let me get a sip of coffee. She's still going. So let me see, Sand Kitty. What is Sand Kitty? It's bright and beautiful in Eorzea. Let me see. What is that? It's just a bird, or is it? It looks like I can't tell. It's so far away. There's a wind-up Nidhogg. That's a cool dragon. Oh my God! When did they have this one? Because I thought I had a Nidhogg. But it did not have a big ass head. Is that some way to modify it? Is that some way to modify it? Also, my strafe on my hold on. Let me see here. Keybinds. Let me see. Strafe. Did I change this? Okay, so it's just not, hold on. It's not picking up my mouse at all. I don't know why I have to go through this every day. Lord have mercy. Oh, it's like it wasn't even open. Okay, let's try it again. No. Gosh darn it. Hold on. I get so blooming tired of this. It's enough to make me want to... Now I don't even know where to find the keybinds at now. Here we go, right here. Strafe left? Nope. It would be a whole thing, y'all. I'm not going. I do not wish to sit here and troubleshoot this mouse. Like, my goodness. I'd probably have to start, turn it off and turn it back. I will do that. Let me just X out of it. How do I close it? I have to go right here. It's one of those aggravating applications that when you X out of it, it just it goes and hides in the in the toolbar. Like, don't do that. Like, you fucking software developers, listen to me. Okay, listen to mommy. Stop fucking doing that. Have that be opt-in, not fucking opt-out. I get so goddamn tired of applications. When I press the X button, what do you think that fucking means? It means I do not wish to deal with your application anymore, your piece of shit application. It means I wish to exit it. Stop fucking with me. Do not put it in the toolbar. Guess what? If I wanted to put it in the toolbar, there's a button for that. Do you know what it's called? It's called minimize. It's the minus button, not the X button, you chuckle fucks. God. Giga says, I sent you another joke. Okay, let me see. Okay. Giga, you gonna make me spit coffee out of my nose. Oh, have mercy, girl. And that song, that Jeff Bezos song you sent me, that was pretty funny. I listened to that the other day. Look at this. It's a look. Like, let me get that costume. It's a. Is that a. That's a Lalafell in a little pig, a little pig costume. That's cute. Yeah, I think he does. You know, I think he starts his day with like 1,000 back pats. Like self back pats. Like he sits up and gets, you know, he opens his eyes and he sits up on the edge of his bed and he just starts like patting himself on the back. And he makes sure he does it like 1,000 times. And he has a mantra. It's like, you did a good job, Jeff. And mommy's proud of you. You did a good job, Jeff. And mommy's proud of you. He just repeats that over and over. But he is the top Jeff, y'all. He is the top Jeff. Other than Jeff the Land Shark. Yeah, so Jeff the Land Shark is above Jeffrey Bezos. Jeff is top Jeff, peak Jeff, pinnacle Jeff, and then the number 2 Jeff. Like, he's in the S tier, so Bezos is an S tier Jeff. He's just one slot to the right of Jeff the Land Shark. That's how I think about it. So what do you do in this game? I forgot. It's been fucking 2 weeks. Has it been 2 or 3 weeks? Maybe it's been 3 weeks, because my ass is like, what are you doing this game again? Oh, right. You do quests and stuff. Like, my God. Like, I take a little break and I don't even know how the video game works anymore. It's like, my God. My God. Tales from the Titus Slayer. Okay, well, how do you get down there? What is this? I could go 2 different ways. My God, give me a ruler on the map so I can tell which is, you know, the furthest away. I'm gonna use my hand on the screen. They're very similar. They're very similar distances, but this one costs more than this one. So I'm gonna do this one, y'all. Everybody knows this, that I'm extremely logical and I'm very thoughtful in my video gaming. That's gonna take 3 seconds to cast. There. Very good. We've arrived at Summerford Farms. Let me just say, does anything I have still work? Motherfucker. Did I restart? I didn't restart the mouse software, did I? What the fuck? Hold on. How do I even do it? Right here. God. Y'all. A derp a day keeps the doctor away. If that were true, I probably would never have to talk to another doctor the rest of my life. And also, I was just thinking the other day, you know, like, they used to say, and this saying's been around forever. Like, forever, ever? Forever, ever. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Don't make me start singing that song. God damn it. But they used to say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, and that's bullshit. Here's the thing, a piece of fruit per day is what they should have told people, because that's more true than just the apple thing. And plus, not everybody likes apples, y'all. I don't eat apples. Okay, I used to, when I was younger, I could tolerate apples. You know, you bite and you chew up the skin. Like, I'd actually bite into an apple, y'all. Big chomp, like straight chomping. But as I got older, like, it's just so much damn teeth work. It's so much chewing. Like, God, the tongue gets very involved, and it's so hard to swallow those peelings. It's like they start getting stuck in my throat. I feel like I'm choking. So fuck apples unless they're peeled and they're chopped. And you think I'm doing all that? No, fuck, I'm not. Nope, I'm not. But bananas, mandarin oranges, stuff like that, very easy to prepare and eat in just a few seconds. Yes, please, I will do that. Thank you. Okay. Now what was I doing? Oh, we restarted the mouse software. And yet, it's still not working. Right here, let's try this. Let me click on this. Sometimes this helps. Like, help it wake up a little bit. Nope, nope, just not gonna do it. Just refuses to do it. Let me check this one thing real quick. Strafe left. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, okay. I don't care. I don't need to strafe, y'all. You know, it's not that important. I guess I don't need to pull my map up either. Why does this? I just want to start swearing, y'all. The temptation to swear has gone up exponentially in the last 10 seconds. I just... Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna... Y'all, Please, I'm not going to let a piece of mouse software ruin my morning. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to have a sip of coffee and we're going to go start working on the quest. Oh, Giga Bear, I see it. I see it. Where the frick? Okay, so I'm gonna have to like actually press these buttons. But like my keyboard stuff's working, so that's good. I guess the last time, I guess when I reinstalled the software the last time was between the last time I'd played Final Fantasy, and I guess I didn't reassign the buttons under that profile. Y'all think that's what it is? That's probably what it is, but I'm not gonna do that this morning. Hey, y'all, I'm not gonna torture y'all, like, my God. Unless you want me to. No, no, no. No. Why the fuck, brain? That is inappropriate. God, I did not mean to say that. Fuck. Oh, me. Where's that quest at? Let me see. Lenosha. Let me see. Now I'm so embarrassed by what I just said. I can't focus on what I'm trying to do. Fuck. Just click on the quest. Click the quest. Okay, gosh. Right here, we'll go down. Yes, we have to go south and make this little connect. Okay, it's fine. Here we go. Giga says, sent you another joke. Yeah. Right, so right here? Yeah, Lithagran. There we go. Oh, look. I'm like Don Quixote, y'all. There's windmills. I'm gonna go start fighting them. Pretend like they're soldiers or whatever. It's been a long time since I read that book. But he thought he was like fighting people. He kind of went crazy, y'all, if you don't know the story. It's a very famous book, very famous story. And, but this boy just sits up one night, and he reads a bunch of books about like chivalry and knights' tales and stuff. And he actually stays up so late reading them that he actually drives himself crazy. He's just reading one after another. And he convinces himself that he's this fucking great knight, and he's like, or he's gonna become one. He's like, oh yeah, I'm this knight errant now, so he's gonna set out on a journey. And he's actually so fucking crazy, he puts on like pots and pans on his head and straps it to his head, and he gets like an old broom, an old mop, and he thinks it's his stallion. And so he's actually like kicking around on a broom. Y'all know how like kids ride around. They'll put a broom between their legs and act like they're riding a horse, whatever. They actually used to make this shit where it was like a horse head or whatever on a broomstick. That used to be like a really old kid's toy. And so he's like going town to town, and he's like standing vigil and shit. And and people can tell that he's out of his fucking mind. He's the only one that just can't tell it. Y'all, if y'all never read that, the one I read, it was translated, because I forget, it's in another language. It might be in Spanish. I can't remember, but it's translated by Edith Grossman. The one I read, it was the one that was most recommended. But that book is so, y'all, you were it is peak. It is it is peak comedy, y'all. But it's also just very, very good. Don Quixote. I see that, Giga. That's funny. Giga sending me inappropriate jokes. Classic Giga Bear. Tales from Titus Slayer. The Titus Slayer. Okay, so I guess Titus is gosh, y'all, I don't even remember where we were at. I remember, let me think about the story for a second. Where were we at? We had talked to Minfilia, like we were getting the band together. It had been a while since we killed a primal. Oh wow, it's been a while. So okay, we'll just pick back up with it. What level am I? Let me check. Oh God, how do you check? Press C. 36. Okay, 36. So I probably have already done my ninja quest. And I remember getting my abilities and thinking, oh yeah, these combos, kind of figuring out how the combos work. One of them does more single target damage, and one of them does more AoE damage, and you have to start. Yes. I kind of remember a little bit. Like, moral of the story, don't go so long without playing a game you like. But also, what happened, here's why Final Fantasy and Oblivion got dropped temporarily, because I've been so into WoW, y'all. Like, oh my God, I'm straight addicted to it again. Like, it's a fucking problem. Like, I play, like, my God, I just love it. I just fucking love it. I'm in love with it again. And I've been playing the mess out of it. And so we went back on like 2 days a week. And I was just doing, Wednesday as WoW. Because I was having a little burnout with it. And then now I'm addicted to it again. We're back doing 2 days. And so we lost a day to variety. Something like that. But that's okay. That's okay. We back. Tales from the Titus Slayer. Oh yeah, and we brought some more games on, like Terraria, doing more Minecraft. I want to work in some Marvel Rivals, because like season 4, I want to do at least a couple of Rivals streams. At least a couple of Rivals streams in season 4. Not a bunch, just a couple, 1 or 2. Because they got this new hero, y'all, and I've already seen her. Her name is Angela. Let me show her to you. Okay, y'all just make sure you're sitting down. Okay, please. Please be sitting down for y'all see her. But Seal says, RIP Variety Day. Yeah. Look at this. So Angela, and she's a tank, y'all. And I was just telling the girlfriend, I had this crazy idea like a month ago. I said, baby, what if we got a tank that could fly in Rivals? Wouldn't that be crazy? She was like, she thought about it. She's like, yeah, but I don't know how they would do it and make it fair and stuff. Well, Fast forward a fucking month, and them boys and girls over there at that studio, NetEase, they reading mommy's fucking mind, y'all. Like they're in my noodle swimming around. Look at this, because Angela is a and I've always been saying I want more girl characters, god damn it. I don't like I love playing Mr. Fantastic. He's one of the funnest characters in the game, but you need I want to play a female version of him. You know? And the girlfriend was like, well, they could add his sister or daughter or something, because she has like the same powers. I was like, yeah, they need to do that, because we need more female characters. I just prefer to play female characters. And Seal says, NetEase watches Natalie confirm poggers. Hey, they better be watching me. Also, in the right way, you know, don't be peeking in mommy's blinds and stuff while I'm trying to shower, you know, trying to peep the boobies. Like, I wish I could, that guy, I'm terrible at pronouncing some Chinese names. Some of them I can do, but I can never, literally, I watch so many videos by this guy. Like, they do really good developer diaries, and there's 2 guys that do it. Do you think I can remember their names? No, I can't. I can see how they're spelled in my head, but I can't, for some reason, pronounce it. One of them starts with a Z. But here's Angela, Marvel Rivals. I want to show y'all this girl. I want a good picture of her. Well, these'll have to do. But this is her, like, oh my goodness. Like right here. Yeah. She's got a couple of costumes that give her a slightly more non-super jack build. Leans a little more feminine. But she's got her default. This is her default, I believe, costume. And there's a costume with the battle pass that I wish you could easily find. But I was watching a video this morning that was like, this guy Flats I watch sometimes. He's really cool. He used to be an announcer on Overwatch. And but he's just a pretty chill dude, pretty cool. But he got early access to her, and he was showing her, but she's a flying tank. And she is so cool. She's actually, I never heard of her, y'all. You know, the girlfriend's getting me more and more into Marvel stuff, but come to find out, I think she's Thor's sister. And so they have a really cool team up, and she has a spear. So when she's flying, she's got a spear. And she can fly all she wants. So it's gonna, oh my God, I'm gonna have so much fun playing her. Like, oh my God. I'm gonna go on a rampage, y'all. But she's a tank. She's a vanguard. And when she's on the ground, she has double axes. And it is so cool. I wish I could find a really good. Let's see. There she is. Like, she got that mommy energy. She's like, this is the woman that these boys and girls be wanting to step on them. Okay, this is her. But these pictures, y'all, they don't do her justice. Like, you see her model, like, on a video or something. Like, holy cow. So cool. There we go. That's enough about Rivals. Like, I'm super hyped. I was just telling the girlfriend this morning, I was super hyped about her. Like, and you wait, the girlfriend probably don't know that she's a flying tank yet. Because I wouldn't have known that had I not, because these videos of early access came out this morning. So unless she's like fucking just locked in, Unless she's like me and she's following a bunch of people that create content for rivals, which she may be doing because she likes it too a lot. She loves it. She's the one got me into it, y'all. But she, frankly, she created a monster. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Ninja stuff. Okay, put the Final Fantasy brain on. Tales from the Titus Slayer. He's eager to regale me with stories of his glory days. Oh my. Y'all, it's not lost on me that this arm cover is leopard print. Okay. It's leopard print. Y'all are like, why the fuck is she laughing at leopard print? Well, there's a reason. Tractome. His name is Tractome. And this is an interesting getup he has, y'all, because I don't know that I've ever seen such a hodgepodge mix of bullshit. He's got a straw hat on, and he's flipped the bill up. Okay, he done went and flipped the bill up. Okay, he's wearing some football shoulders. You know, like he's maybe semi-pro, trying to get in the NFL. You know, trying out, running the 40. He's got a battle axe on his back. Could be a lumberjack. Could be a very strange lumberjack. And then this is leopard print. And he's wearing some oven mitts. But the one thing that really stands out the most to me is that he's wearing like this, I don't know what color this is. Maybe it's blue. Like a blue Huggy. You know. Like he's got all this. And he's got like this codpiece thing going on here. But he's also wearing, looks to be some Huggies. That's a big ass diaper, y'all. That's what that is. So interesting fella. So I guess he just forgot his britches this morning. It happens. Y'all ever had that dream? Y'all ever had that dream where this happened to me all the time, this dream. Even I've probably had it as recent as a year ago. And I'm well removed from high school, y'all. That's a very long way in the rearview mirror, but here's the thing. I will have this recurring nightmare where I go to school and I'm naked. And not only that, I'm naked and I'm walking the halls naked and I'm late for class and I can't find homeroom. I just can't find it. So naked, late, and can't find the class. And I'm like, the fuck is this dream? The fuck is this dream? But other people have told me that they've had that kind of dream before. And it's like, wow, why is this dream so common? Like, you know, interesting. But Tractome says, "Gah ha ha, so you want to hear the tale of how the company of heroes bested a primal, do you?" Yes, diaper baby. I wish to hear that. Also, he's a huge ass diaper baby. Says, but he don't skip leg day, y'all. Them some damn tree trunks he's got on him. But honestly, his arms are almost the same size, so he could probably do a few more squats. You know, a few less bicep curls, you know, a few more squats, you know, get that booty. You know, you want to plump them cheeks up a touch. Full range of motion, y'all. Ass to grass is the only way to do them. He says, let me guess, you mean that bastard Titus, eh? Ah, yes. Yes, of course that. I remember exactly Titus. Yes. I remember him. And yes, of course, that's exactly who I'm talking about. Totally. He says, oh, if only you'd been there to see it. Yeah, he's also got a tattoo on his face, y'all. Says, "'Twas a mighty struggle, like the legends of old." Okay. "Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did." Like 3 days and nights without any sleep or rest or stopping to eat. You just stayed in there. Maybe they were tag teaming, y'all, you know, like WWE. You know, my girlfriend watches WWE, and I'm very suspicious of that. You know, I don't know how I feel about that, because there's a lot of very strong women. Also, y'all know that she's gay. You know, she's a lesbian, and there's a lot of strong ass women on that WWE, and I'd be like, "Honey, you're watching that just for the story, right?" She's like, "Oh yeah." Like, I come up behind her, y'all, and she'll have like that girl, I forget her name, she posted her in the Discord one time. She's kind of really big and jacked and gothic looking. I can never remember her name. And I'm like, "So we just looking at the story, are we?" She's like, yes. And she tries to hide, like, shut the turn the monitor. Just enjoying this story, honey. Is that what we're doing? But yeah, maybe they were tagging in and out, y'all. So everybody got a little break, you know, like they did the little high five maneuver, and then he went and lay down for a bit. He's like, "Yeah, thanks, buddy. Tagged me in." I don't know. I just don't know. Oh shit. Oh boy. Calm down. Calm down. Mister, please do not be flexing your muscles at me. Okay, that's gaudy. I do not wish to see such things. He says, "The ground trembled with every step Titus took, and when he hit you, girl, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Ugh, just like that." Wow. Well, good thing he had on his cod piece, or his waist piece here. Says, "Oi, what's that look for? I'm a God's damned hero. I'll have you know, the people round here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Titus." Well, totally not. Please continue regaling me, though, with how you did it, Mr. Hero. But also, y'all see the lack of buns on this boy. Like, why has he got these thunder thighs? Like, y'all, in my experience, you know, as someone that's done quite a few squats in their life, that yes, these kind of come along with, you don't get these tree trunk quads without getting, you know, somewhat of a gluteus maximus. And his is like, you know, it's a little lacking back there. You know, maybe he should have done some extra work. Maybe some like heel kickbacks, some weighted heel kickbacks or something, you know. Maybe some hip thrust with the barbell over the lap. You know, you got to do whatever you got to do to bring them glutes up. But, you know, drinking milk also helps. You know, that's, always drink your milk. So, Tractum says, well, too bad, 'cause now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favor and kill those... Oh, he's on to me. Gosh damn it, y'all. He called on to me. I thought I had him tricked. I thought he was a big oaf from looking at him, y'all, but I misjudged him. Boy done called on to me. Says, do me a favor and kill those rats that made a nest by the windmill just south of here. Hey, do that, then we'll talk. Okay then. smarter than he looks, y'all, with his leopard print. Y'all, the reason I think leopard print is so funny, let me tell you about my mother. Bless her heart, I'm gonna put her on blast, y'all. Y'all, we won't talk about, I'll leave it to y'all if y'all know this or you don't know it, but like what leopard print tends to be associated with. Well, let me tell you about my mother. Wonderful church-going lady, very upstanding in her community, okay? So, for the longest time, okay, I used to, we used to go to mass together back in the day, and y'all, she had this thing, okay, I don't know if I knew this because I was so afflicted as I am, being something of a queer. But I had it on the best authority that wearing leopard print was not the play to church. You don't wear that to church, okay? In general, I don't wear it, y'all. I've never worn it. There's a certain thing about it. But she had been wearing this to church for the longest time. And one day I finally said something to her. I said, Mom, maybe leopard print is not the thing to wear to church. And she was like, say what? I said, yeah, maybe, just something solid colored, anything except leopard print, really. And she's and I told her, I won't say it, y'all, but I told her what I thought about leopard print, and she was like, shut the front door. I was like, yeah, it's a thing. And she's like, I don't care. I'm going to keep wearing it. I said, God damn it, Mom. I said, Mom, what the fuck? I said, listen to me, please. She's like, nope, wearing the leopard print. And I said, and I knew right then, y'all, it hit me so hard. I said, God damn it, I know where I got this fucking double down thing from. Shit. I said, cause I'm the goddamn double down queen, y'all. I triple down, I quadruple down. It's fucking down to infinity and beyond. Just like Buzz Lightyear. Oh, let me get a sip of coffee. But to this day, as far as I know, this woman still, when the fall comes around and she needs a shawl or she needs something to throw over the arms, it's like a leopard. It's a goddamn, stop with the giggling. I got the fucking giggles this morning, something fierce. Like, brain, please stop it. Yeah. I don't even know what I was saying now. But yes, it's a light leopard print shawl or something, jacket thrown over the shoulder. She's still doing it. But I just cannot approve of leopard print. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, no, only my mouse up and down is working. My zoom in, my zoom out. Shit, I still have to click, what's the map button? Okay. Okay, so it's right down here. Let me hop on the chocobo. Good God, y'all. We're like an hour into this. And we're about to maybe do a quest? God. It's crazy. Rat's nest. I'm interacting. Oh God, why? Why do I have to do this? Okay, this is how you start. I've already messed up the combo because you start with R. I forget which, hold on. They can hit me. They don't do much damage. We can read this for a sec, because I don't remember which one is the AoE and which one is the... Oh, it's just so complicated. Triggers. It determines what this becomes. Well, you know what? We'll just try it. We'll start with R. And then we go through... Nope, I fucked it up. You have to do R and then 1, and that takes you through the combo. It's okay. I'm gonna get it. You do R, 1, and then, yes, so now it's doing it, right? Maybe? What if I do... Oh, there's more. Oh my god, the Rat King. Where's his crown at? They didn't do... God damn it. Fuck. Yoshi P. You did this king wrong. Like, just because he's a rat don't mean you don't give him a crown, some bitch. Very rude. All kings and queens should have a crown, whether they're rats or not. You know what we call this? Hold on. God damn it. Sorry. Hold on. Oh God. Okay. Sorry. Got the sneezy hoots there. It was killing me. I apologize. What was I saying? It's discrimination. That's what it is when you don't. I don't even know. The sneeze fucked me up so bad. It's not, everything is not funny. God damn, shut up. Oh, I'm about to lose my shit, y'all. My brain is getting the best of me. Okay, track Tom. Hold on. Let me reset. I gotta reset, y'all. I've been so waylaid by the sneezing and all the laughing. I'm just... Let me stretch. That's good. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Oh. I think I'm better. I think I'm better. Okay. Sometimes, you know, you just have to like center yourself. And I think a big stretch helps me do that. Okay, so Track Tom says, so the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, Venturer. Yes, now tell me your secret style of whatever, his secret. I just can't get over that he's got these hams out. The way he does, with the way he's dressed. Tojin is probably taken aback as well. No! Tojin, oh my god, you girl, what the fuck did you just do? Y'all, did you see Tojin? Did you see what she did? She comes in here and she's a fucking sprout. Tojin is a sprout, y'all, and she came in here and disrespected the Final Fantasy story because unless she is an order of magnitude speed reader, there's no way she read the quest. There's no way. She clicked it for a second and then she was gone. Oh my god. She's just like my fucking girlfriend, y'all. Doesn't read quest, just skips everything. Oh, let me get into the epic gameplay. Fuck the quest. No. No. You don't do that. You have to read everything at least one time, y'all. Those are the gosh darn rules. Please, I don't make them. She's back. She's back. She thought better of it. She thought she's come to redeem herself. Okay. Good. Good. She must have saw the side eye I was giving her. Okay, she's enjoying the very suspicious behavior. Maybe she read it and she's just a really, you know what? In my head canon for Tojin, she's a very fast reader. That's the only way I can really move forward from here. It says, save me the hassle of, never mind. Oh, sky blue dye. That makes me want to break into song, y'all. For some reason, that should be a song. Blue skies. A lot of times, you know, you're on a plane, the pilot will come over the intercom, the captain, and he'll say, it's blue skies and clear sailing from here, or something like that. They try to put your mind at ease. You know, that they're not going to crash the plane into a mountain and kill everyone. They sometimes do that, but most of the time they don't. Hungry bus drivers do that as well sometimes. Hungry hippo. What the fuck? Brain. It's not you see my brain auto-completing shit. Because I used to play that game when I was a kid. It was one of my favorite little games, you know, with the marbles and the people. You get 4 people. You know what? If you know, you know. It's a fun game. But that's it. This is a reference, okay? Hungry Go Booze is a reference to Hungry Hippo. But also Simon Says. I like playing that a lot. I was pretty good at that. But also, I was good at Monopoly, but my sister was really good at it. Tractum says, what? You still... There's online Monopoly. I wonder if I could play. That would be fun to play on stream. What? You still asking about how to beat Titus? I don't know, Venture. It was a pretty risky strategy. The kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. Excuse me, y'all. A little burpy poo there. Tractum's, but also that little chest pain went away, so I'm assuming that was gas. Probably the burpy poos got rid of it. Says, I want to teach you. I truly do. I feel like you're lying. I feel like there's a but. There it is. Look at there. But unless ye prove ye have what it takes to face that fat bastard. Oh my God. He disrespecting somebody. I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. Y'all, when I hear the words fat bastard, I'm reminded of Austin Powers. At the very least, you need to be capable of slaying, say, a gobo. Like, bro, do you have any fucking idea? Like, brethren, my dear brethren, do you have any fucking idea the shit I've been through? Conquering Eorzea one step after the next. Right? The levels of fucking power that I have risen to. I have slain primals. Okay? I'm in the fucking Scions, boy. Like, I am the goddamn warrior of light. And you don't reckon I could you can't give me the benefit of the doubt that I could slay a fucking gobo? Lord have mercy, my reputation does not... Y'all, I'm gonna have to start working on my reputation, I can see. Maybe it's because I took a few weeks off. You know, I don't know what to say about it, honestly. But these people reckon I'm just another fucking commoner. It says, come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the foul milled here. So, the flour? The foul. Mill and foul, y'all. Who the... Yeah, crunching up them chickens, y'all, under the millstone. Fuck. Brain, please. So ye ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Course, I ain't asking you to cut one down quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Well, I couldn't cut it down like an axeman, okay? I could cut it down like an axe woman, you know? But that's neither here nor there. It says, any road, why don't you try heading due west and standing lookout in case a gobu comes a-calling? Slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Titus. Okay, mister. It's whatever, y'all. It's all in a day's work. Like, I need a new outfit, though. Like, I need to go transmog. Oh my god, look at that. Look at those pink lips, y'all. Lips like a baby rose. Sand kitty. Cute as fuck. Okay, let me go. Let's do this. Call the chocobo. Well, my god, it was just right here. Okay, I don't see any gobu. I guess that's the plural for gobo. It's gobu. It certainly would not be go by. That would be absurd and ridiculous. Gobu farmer. Well, I don't reckon I want to kill no go... Oh, he's sneezing on me. That's a moldy sneeze. You son bitch. Don't you even try it. You're going down, big boy. Why is my skills like going... Why is my global cooldown going so slow? The fuck is wrong with it? We have another charge of R. Hey, Dad. What is R called? It's 10. I have 10 and chi. Oh, I just noticed this, but you get 2 charges restored when hide is executed out of combat. That hide is my stealth skill. You know, that's not a reference to a form of leather. You know. Oh, Yashtola is here? You know, some people call her Tola. You know, because they feel like they have a common bond with her, that they can call her that. I'm not there with her yet. You know, this cat's been in my hair a little bit, if I'm being honest. You know, I don't feel like we quite have that common bond. You know, so I'm not going to be referring to her as Tola or any little cutesy name like that. She's the fucking cat in the hat. That's the best she can get. Okay, she doesn't have a hat. And so we can see that by calling her a cat in a hat adds a touch of disrespect. In what way? I don't know. But it's just what we're going with. I'm just not smart enough to come up with anything else. But she's here. Like, she's got, see, this is why I take this is why I take issue with her. Like, she thinks she's got to follow me the fuck around. Like, I'm going to start slipping up. Like, I don't, like, the Warrior of Light doesn't know what she's doing. If Mommy Tola, no. If Yashtola's not around, right? If she's not around, then I just don't know what to do, right? Now get the fuck out of here. Go on. I'm not going to give her any screen time. She's not there. Look, oh, now she's nowhere to be found. Where'd she go? Okay, hey, you again. Then that Gobu was harassing the Millers is dead? Well, let's just say it's pushing up daisies. Track says, didn't think you had it in you, Venture. Oh, that's because you don't know me very well. Says, still, you took forever and a day to get the fuck? It's talking about I took forever? Says, I'm still not sure if I should tell you one of our secrets. I'm about to get fed up. Like, I've had it up to here. Let's see what he's got. These are item level 30s. Item comparison. 26 versus 30. Yeah, I'm just gonna get it, y'all. I don't have the bandwidth to like be comparing a bunch of items. Like I'm just glad the yapper's yapping today, y'all. Thank goodness. Must have got just enough sleep, but I am plotting on starting to get up at 9 a.m. Might give it a test run tomorrow. You know, just push that alarm back an hour, see what happens. The Lomentian way. Says, so, as I was saying, I still don't know if you got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew and he trails off. Oh, y'all, hold on. Now we can see the tattoo on his face. Do y'all see this? He's got a baby chocobo hatching out of an egg, y'all, and it's still got the egg stuck to its butt. What if I got that tattoo, y'all? That would be a cool tattoo. I wouldn't put it anywhere anybody could see it unless they knew me extremely well. You know what I'm saying? Like, but one of these days I'm gonna get a tattoo, y'all. One of these days. I've spent my whole life thinking about what it's gonna be. But maybe just something really small, really simple, out of the way, right? Like, basically you would have to search me to find it, and then that way I wouldn't be probably having no regrets about it. Even if I wound up not liking it. It says, tracked him. Oh, look, here's somebody gonna put this boy in his place for me. The Gray Fleet Miller. So this is like one of their farmers. Like they be milling and stuff. Milling them grains. He says, tracked him. You in here drinking again? If you are, that Gobu had better be dead. See this fuck. Excuse the swearing, but this son of a gun has done doled me out a job he was supposed to do. He's kind of getting over on me, isn't he? Yeah, now he's gonna take credit. Now he's gonna take credit for my work. He says, oh, it's dead, Chief. Ye have me word on that. Cleave the beast's skull in two. With me trusty axe I did. The Miller says, is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask her? He says, she'll vouch for me. Of course. Ain't that right, friend? Well, tracked him. Let me get a sip of coffee. Let me just get a sip of coffee. So the Gray Fleet Miller says, tell me true, was it Tractum who slew that Gobu? Or was it you? Track says, Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Tractum, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes, the legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Titus. The miller says, Titus? Titus? Who in the seven hells is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream? Excuse me. A little protein bars coming for me, y'all. And the baby banana. That's a new thing. Loving them baby bananas. Says the company of heroes slew Titan? You bloody half-wit. Like this motherfucker, y'all. This big boy was as dumb as he looked. Y'all. And they have painted him like he's got the leopard print. He's wearing a blue Huggy. He's got the bill of his... This is a good way to ruin a perfectly good straw hat. You never do this. This is criminal behavior in 49 states. You don't bend the fucking bill of a straw hat. You know, do you not... Do the motherfuckers not respect straw? Do they not revere straw? Do they not know what goes into making the fucking craftsmanship that it takes to make a fine straw hat? And you go and you fucking disrespect it like that? Like, that'll raise mommy's ire in a heartbeat. A lot of like, it's a fucking skill to learn how to weave straw, y'all. You know, it's the work of grandmothers. It's knowledge. It's sacred knowledge that gets passed down from generation to generation. And to see it fucking disrespected like this. I've said it before, y'all. I'm not afraid to cry on this stream. I'm not afraid, not one bit. But they painted him to be something of a dumbass, didn't they? And he's living right up to it, because this drunkard thought, he thought that Titan was Titus. And I was like, who the fuck is Titus? But you know, I don't know everything about the game, so. Now we found out. He is as dumb as he looks. Tractum says, well, see? Titus was what me and the lads used to call him. Yeah, right. Now he's putting on a show like he knew all along. So he's a dummy and he's a liar. Okay, I can live with the dumb. Y'all, being dumb can be cute. So I have a special place in my heart for dummies. Love dummies. Some of the cutest people in all the world are dumb. But liars, on the other hand, oh my, like, pure evil. That's where I'm at with it. Gratefully, and that's serious. That's serious business. So the miller says, that's the biggest load of Sahagin shite I've ever heard. Both of you outside will learn the truth the Lominson way. Oh shoot, what's gonna happen? Y'all, what's about to happen? Some sort of contest to be sure. But what kind of contest is what I'm wondering. The miller says, Tractum, if you didn't slay that Gobu, you may consider your contract revoked. Got him. Yeah, you should be looking like that, dummy. You big dummy. Go on now. What are you doing? Why did the silly bastard sit down? He told you to go outside. Silly bastard. Now what? What are they about to do? What am I gonna have to do now? And after I do this little instance thing, y'all, I'm gonna go take a tinkle, y'all, and get me another cup of freshly brewed coffee. Duty calls, level 34. You betcha, I got that easy. I'm level 36 in case he didn't notice. You know, just saying. Oh, well, good. He said, all right, you know the rules. First one to smash their boulder will be judged. And don't even think about trying to kill me. That's cheating. Miller says, who picked these boulders? They're nothing alike. This fuck. He got the small one. You son of a bitch. We're doing all kind of shit, y'all. I'm about to freaking choppa, slasha, stabba. Y'all, it's about to be a damn stabathon. I'm fucking doing the combos. They ain't no damn bunny ears around here, y'all. What's a bunny? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. A hair? What's that? That's something that goes on people's heads, y'all. Oh, look at this bastard cheating, trying to kill me while I'm doing my combos. Well, that's not gonna do shit, mister. I'm so used to dodging. Does he not know I'm a high-level World of Warcraft player? Been playing that shit for nigh on 20 years. I've seen my share of shit on the floor, y'all. I'm really quite accustomed to it. Haha. I wonder what his boulder got to. That's right, get on your knees, big boy. Y'all, that's what mommy does. She puts them big boys right on their knees. In a totally innocent way, of course. And I don't know why I need to clarify. It's just, that's obviously what I did. You know, we're not talking about anything, you know, lascivious or anything like that. Get a sip of coffee. Y'all, you reckon I got enough buckles on my boots? Like, count the buckles. Those two might just be rivets, but like these two are buckles. What's it called in the middle? Like the middle of your foot, the top. I think it's called the metatarsal. She's got like a metatarsal guard, which is weird to have because you don't think of like, y'all, I never really worried about injuring my metatarsal in a fight, but you do kind of think about the Achilles, right? The Achilles tendon. But I noticed there's not really any protection here. But she's got the knee pads, and y'all, that's just there to protect her knees during combat. It's no other reason. But Tractum says, all right, I admit it. I lied about being in the company of heroes. Yeah, no shit. But I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned my lesson. Honest, I have. All right, well, go cover up them thunder thighs, big boy. Also, you need a spanking. Because there should always be corporal punishment, y'all. I'm a firm believer in corporal punishment. Let's see. Gratefully, the Miller says, save your blubbering, Tractum. Ah, gods, I should have known. Tract says, mercy, please. We're not playing fucking Overwatch, so stop talking about mercy, okay? He says, I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I kept getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. Well, I mean, if you lied to us about this is the problem with lying, y'all. This is why I think it's the pinnacle of evil action. Is because once a person has lied to you and you found out that they've lied, trust is so compromised that, like, okay, so how do you know the next thing's not a lie? How do you know what was even real at all in the past? You know, and it calls every single thing that that person has ever told you into question. And it's going to do that for all time. It's really hard. Like, y'all, this is just for real. Like, in a relationship, any kind of relationship, doesn't have to be romantic. But once trust has been broken, it is so goddamn hard to rebuild it. Like, it's almost impossible. I'm not saying it is impossible, but it's almost impossible. And unless both people work really, really fucking hard, it's probably just kind of over. Yeah. Get a sip of coffee. That's real shit, though. So Mercy yeah. So he told us he panicked because the people were turning him away for work. Track says, see, the last job I had at Costa del Sol. Oh, that's a beautiful place, y'all. That's a beautiful place. It's like a little beach resort thing in Final Fantasy. I think everybody loves it. I know I do. I would love to go there and role play and stuff. Like in-game dates and stuff. So I know some of y'all role play. It could be really fun. It's just a perfect setting. Yeah. What was I saying? So it had baited on a free Costa del Sol. And there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was a captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. Track says, I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them. Oh, this is just such bullshit. Track. He is just layering bullshit. This is so like, now he's gaslighting. So we done got into the whole fucking, y'all, this is what I call, this is how I think about it. So we are now in the liar's gambit, right? Because once somebody gets caught in it, then they'll start trying to obfuscate reality, reshape reality, and like it's so, oh god damn. But I call it the liar's gambit. It's full of gaslighting, reality rewriting, like just restructuring the whole narrative, yeah. But you went and believed me, Track says, look, his name was Wastegate. Wastegate? Did they mean to have this pronounced like wastegate? Like it was a valve that you turn to let some sewage off, because that's what a wastegate is. Did they realize that this would be pronounced like that? Wastegate? I don't know. Alright, Wastegate. He'll tell you how to defeat Titus, or whatever the hell that thing's name is. It's Titan, bro. Brethren, we just told you it was Titan, and this man told you. The Miller. Track says, that's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then. Tell the chief to forgive me. Is he the chief? I think he did call him the chief, didn't he? It's only fair. Well, I don't know if that's fair or not. Okay, so I gotta talk to Wastegate in Costa del Sol. Okay, well, I'll do that when I come back, y'all. I'm gonna be gone. Just give me a few minutes, y'all. Gonna visit the loo and gonna grab some more coffee. I'll just be right back. Okay, y'all. I'm back. Let me do this thing, y'all. I'm gonna set this little thing. I have a I have a little thing that reminds me to take a break every so often. Like, I use this every day. Like, it just goes off and it reminds me to get up and do something for like 3 minutes. Like every hour. And because sometimes, y'all, I just be sitting here and I will sit here forever. Like if I start working on something, and it happens with gaming too. And I've found that when I have this little thing, it's just like a little interval timer. I do so much better. Like my butt doesn't go numb, and I just feel a lot better. But yeah, it goes off like every hour. And I feel like I do better with my streams too when I take a regular break and I don't go quite too long without taking one. Like my energy stays up a bit. But also what I do sometimes, and also it reminds me to do housework too. Cause y'all, like I'll be done gone 2 weeks without cutting the fucking grass in the summer, and this shit'll be looking like a jungle. And I got all kind of shit I need to be doing sometimes. But it's just a helpful little thing. It goes off every hour. And I try to stick to it, you know. Get up, move around for like 3 minutes every hour, at least. Yeah. I feel better. The only problem is remembering to actually start the thing. Yeah, that's the problem. But once I get it going, I'm gravy. Okay, so what were we doing? We were talking to... I need to speak with Wastegate. Oh, good. Oh, gosh. I've got a really close teleport. Good. I see these... God, I hate birds. I really hate dodos. I bet they'd be good eating, though. Look how fat that thing was. Like, gosh. Gosh. I mean, that is just... There's a lot of meat on that bird. There's a lot of meat on... I'm gonna just leave it at that, but there's a heck of a lot of meat on that bird. That thing's like 3 times the size of a damn turkey, y'all. And turkeys can easily be 20 pounds. Like, I'm the type of girl, like, I'll be looking out for turkeys all year because I got a deep freezer. And I'll buy a turkey well before we get to Thanksgiving. Because you get them so much cheaper. Like, you wait to Thanksgiving and try to get a turkey, like, you'll have to buy a goddamn 5-pound turkey, y'all. Because you won't be able to afford it. But I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving, y'all, and Christmas. Y'all, I've already started singing Christmas songs. Like the other day, I was in the shower, y'all. I broke into song. I was like, have yourself a merry little Christmas. Yep. Like, they're just, I don't know, y'all. Thoughts and prayers. Okay, this is Wastegate. Oh gosh, I'm about to choke on my words, y'all. Hold up. Let me get a sip of that coffee. I got fresh hot coffee. I didn't even say that when I come back, y'all. Breaking from my own traditions, and it feels terrible. I love tradition. Oh gosh, that was a very powerful sip. Oh. So Wastegate says, pardon? Do you wish to slay the Lord of Crags? I don't know. Do I? Oh God. Here's this aggravating cat girl with her floofy ass tail. Like, honey, would you mind unfloofing your tail? This is a family channel. Like, she's having what's called a philo erection. You know, y'all know what that's like when you, like, cats have this, like when they're, so just a tidbit, but like cats, when they get scared or get excited or something, it's like when they're having a sense of awe, their tail boofs up. The people that know about these things have said that humans have a similar thing with the quote-unquote phalo erection, in that it's when you get goosebumps and you feel like that tightening of the you feel like the hairs on the back of your neck stand up and your scalp feels tighter or something. You're having a sense of awe, and that's what they call that sensation, is the phalo erection. So please, Ishtola, could you not do that? Like, I told y'all it's getting harder to run it. Like, unfloof your tail, honey. Like, I know the man is jacked. Like, I know he's jacked, but could you please stop this? Girl over here getting erections in her tail, y'all. Damn. You see my tail? Is it doing that? No, it's not. No, it's not. But anyway, she says, we must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa are depending upon us. It's probably not that big a deal, Y'shtola. And also, she's still following me. We see that, right? We understand that she's following me around. Like, could you get a life, Y'shtola? Please? Like, I know you're out here like you're a strong, independent woman, cat woman, and you don't need no cat boy, but like, I think Thancred's probably single. He seems like he's that single type. You know, kind of like, here for a good time, not a long time type of dude. But anyway, y'all, Lord have mercy. Wastegate, you fancy yourselves hero. Then, just like in the tales? Well, I mean, just because we have tails, Wastegate, doesn't mean that we fancy ourselves heroes within them. Okay, y'all, please, goddamn. Gosh darn it, y'all. We cat girls are more than our tails, y'all. And I don't know why people are obsessed with them. Frankly, I'm getting sick and tired of it. Y'shtola says, be not so quick to judge. Okay, now why are you talking like Yoda? God, I need a sip of coffee for this. Please rearrange this sentence, Y'shtola. Do not speak like that. You'll confuse the large human man. Y'shtola says, long have I labored. She has not labored a day in her fucking life, y'all. Look at her hands. Do you see any calluses? No. They're soft and subtle. Or supple, rather, like silk. But they are also subtle. But she says she's been laboring for a long time for the well-being of you and yours. What? Surely she's referencing his race, not him in particular, because that would be weird. And my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. Well, God, Y'shtola, I did not bathe in it, honey. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you saying? Like, does she think I filled up a tub or something? Like it was goddamn bubble bath? And like just sat right down in it and started caressing myself and lathering myself in hellfire? Is she crazy? No. Like, what actually happened, y'all, just to clarify this, because I don't know why she's engaging in this sort of theatrical language that doesn't make any sense, but she is. So Ifrit breathed fire on me, y'all, and I survived it. I did not, in fact, fill up a bathtub with it and go rubbing myself all nambly-bambly like washing my hair with it. That's fucking absurd. And I don't mean to swear, y'all, but I get excited sometimes, and I apologize. Not for getting excited, but for swearing, okay? I don't know why I needed to clarify that. Fuck! Brain! Why is my brain bullying me this morning? Stop it. Y'shtola says, she is blessed with a power that protects her from primal influence. She's talking about me, y'all. She's talking about me. Yeah. Yes, I am. Thus, she was able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. Yes, she means I killed him. Yeah. This is a large man, and I'm worried that he's going to get confused. Okay, because the other boy that looked like him was not too bright. Okay. Was not the sharpest tool in the shed. Y'shtola says, we know full well the risk and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. Bold to assume he's wise, but maybe he is. Kate says, a woman who can't be tempered? That's right. Tempered or tamed, mister. That's right. He says, useful, but it will not be enough. Don't call me an it. Okay? Do not call me. You see this? He says, but it will not. I'm not a fucking it. Okay? Disrespectful and churlish. Let me get a sip of coffee. Also, you know, this was like, when I was in high school, this was a facial hairstyle that was popular, and I always hated it. The chin strap with nothing else. Like, they shave under the neck. That is never, there's not a barber in this world that, you know, the barbers know about facial hair. And they will tell you that you should always keep that under. You should cut it just above the Adam's apple, but you need to leave a little bit underneath this line of your jaw. Otherwise, it just makes your head look longer. That's what the barbers say. And y'all know, y'all seen George Lucas, right? Y'all know George Lucas. He's got that. He's always had that chin strap shit going on. And it does make your head look longer. E.P. Bunny. Hey, E.P. Bunny says, oh, this quest line. Yeah, this one. I had took a few weeks off from the game. I had been playing it rather regular. This is one of my favorite games. I'm free to play player. And I'm just trying to get all that free to play goodness out of it. But I took a couple of weeks off, and I kind of like forgot where I was at. But then I come back, I was like, oh yeah. That's my first time going through this. Well, if not in all truthfulness, EP, but like 6 years, I don't even know. Like, I don't remember which expansion I got through, but I had played. But here's the thing, what I did. So I don't remember. Here's why I can honestly say this is my first time playing through it, because I tried to play it like you play WoW. You know, a lot of times people kind of just skip the quests there. And that's what I did. I just bum rushed through it, and I didn't read anything. And so this is like the first time to me because I actually know what's going on because I've been reading it. But yeah, get a sip of coffee. But Wastegate says, it is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. Yeah. Wastegate says, and Titan was the worst we faced. We defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Well, that's because he doesn't know I'm the fucking warrior of light. He doesn't know. He has not put together the 2 and 2, the fact that I can't be tempered, you know, with being the warrior of light. Y'shtola says, believe what you will. We mean to try. And that's all you can do. That's all you can do. You know, life does not ask any more of us. It really doesn't. So just as long as you try, you'll be fine. Yeah. You don't have to do perfect. You just have to do good enough. And life will let you by with that. I promise. Because it's let me by with it. Trust me. EP says, that's kind of my first time, though. My friend bought 1 month of sub time, and there I was, a lot of pressure to get through content so they could have do things with me. I got to the end of ARR before burning out and starting over. Yeah, so that's like almost exactly without the friend thing, like just minus the friend. And that's what happened with me, because maybe it was the expansion. I got through the expansion after the one with the cute boy with black hair. What's his name? Amric. I think it's Amric. I got through that one. Maybe it was called Stormblood. I'm not sure. But what I did was I started out and I just rushed as fast as I could. And I got to the end of the current expansion. But when I got there, I had 0 energy left in me to do anything else. And I just quit the game. Didn't read nothing. Didn't know why I was there doing what I was doing. And it's just like, I've got some good advice to just go slow. And if you need to take a break, take a break. And so I've been doing that. Yep. And things are just going peachy. And when I get to the end of everything I can really do, realistically free to play, I'll probably sub again and get the new expansion. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it anyway. We'll see how the reality of it goes. Y'shtola says, though our lives will be forfeit. Well, don't be a fatalist, Y'shtola. Don't be a fatalist. Don't give in to the temptation. She says, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. Damn right we won't. No heck we won't. Wastegate says, you are passionate. I'll grant you that. Well, excuse me. Oh, little burpee poos. Okay. EP says Heavensward is the one that is set in Fantasy Quebec. Okay, that's probably, yeah. Fantasy Quebec, that's funny. Stormblood is the one that goes to Fantasy Japan. Yes. I'm thinking that big city, was it Dama? I think that's the one I got through. Yeah. I think the Samurai came out with that. And I don't think I played the one after that, and I haven't done the current one. So I'm probably at this point a couple expansions behind. Yeah. Waste Kate says, and you deserve better than the greeting I gave you. You damn right I did. You know, don't be dismissing the warrior of light. The heck you thinking, big boy? Says, but I will not send you into Gomero on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. Oh goodness. Okay. AP says you still have 3 that you haven't seen yet. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I'm quite, that's probably about right. Cause we're in 25. And I bet you the last time I played was like 19. Probably 2019. Yeah, cause my father was still living, but he was sick at that point. So that's probably about right. Yeah. And I know most games will release stuff about every 2 years, somewhere along in there, every year and a half, 2 years or so. And Waste Kate says, at the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. Well, says, I oversee security for Master Gigaru's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... He trails off, and Y'shtola cuts in and says, ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I've said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Fucking tell him, Y'shtola. Like, get on this boy. Like, she about to climb up this fucker's leg, y'all. Start scratching. Wastekate says, do you imagine words can sway me? Girl. Well, I mean, if words can't sway, like, are we gonna have to, like, whip up on this boy's ass? Like, I think we gonna have to, like, beat his ass, y'all. Like, I think he's gonna have to test our mettle or something. EP says, I liked AAR Y'shtola. Yeah, I like her. You mean that you liked her, like you've kind of fallen off with her? And that within AAR, you know, she was like S tier. You feel like she's changed a bit. Wastekate says, if you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogo. And yes, I'm calling it Ogo because that's a mouthful. That's a mouthful to pronounce. And I'm not here for it. Y'shtola says, though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Okay, Y'shtola. EP says, kinda, yeah. I started falling off with her in the 3rd expansion. Oh, okay, yeah. Y'shtola says, yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Oh, yeah, right. So, of course, Ishtola's gonna leave me out. She's been she's been a second shadow, y'all. She's been following me in the bushes like crouched down sneaky style. And now that we finally got to do something, guess what? Oh, she's going away. She's got better stuff to do. Got to make preparations. Like, yeah. Whatever, Ishtola. See, look at that. Look at this. Look. Look right here. Even Wastegate sees it. I hadn't known this fucker but 2 seconds and I already like him a lot. Like a whole lot. Okay. Let me get a sip of coffee. Dead spot on, Wastegate. Wastegate says, leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. That's right. Fucking Y'shtola. Down with Y'shtola. Y'shtola says, pray, do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Oh my God. He says, remember, the fate of Limpsa Lominsa hangs in the balance. Okay, well, you just go on, girl, and carry on with your quote-unquote preparations. Probably about to go have a fling with Thancred if I had to bet. Give me my 12,000 experience. Okay, Wastegate, lay it on me. What have I got to do? He wants me to verify that I'm not a complete fraud. Like, the fuck, bro? The fuck? Did we have to, like, take him up to the astral plane to see Crystal Mommy and, like, let her sing my praises? Is that what I have to do? Because I'll do it. You know? I'll call on the powers of the light if I have to. But if I had to guess, he's probably going to have me go, like, I don't know, pull up some carrots or something in a farmer's field, or like kill some wild rabbits, you know, really prove my mettle. Wastegate says, Master Gigi, that's what I'm calling him now. It's canon. Requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, he wants to verify that sending me to do bullshit won't be a waste of his time? Like, what the fuck about my time, bro? Like, what are you doing? And why? Why are you doing it? Like, this game, y'all, Yoshi P, I know you're watching. Could you do something about this fucker? Gee whiz. But Wastegate says, a Nyx has recently been prowling the beach to the east. Is that like a cat bird type of creature? I don't know, y'all. Above my pay grade. As you can imagine, my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. Well, what the fuck? What's wrong with slimy creatures? Right? I mean, does he not like slimes? I thought that slimes were growing in popularity. You know, the last time I checked, people are calling their significant others, you know, slimes. You know, pet slimes, etc., etc. It's a new thing, but it's a cool thing. You know, I don't know how new it is, y'all. You know, I'm a pretty hip girl, but I'm not the hippest girl. You know, I'm definitely not a square, though. Totally not. Wastegate says, the beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Oh, this boy wants me to go out there and mess with fish. Like lure this thing out with the fish. He says, slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. So he's rather familiar with Nyx legs. You know, I would have thought the head. Because most people know like at least the animal face, right? But there's a lot of animals out there that have very similar looking legs. So I question the wisdom of this. But maybe he's some kind of expert. I don't know. Let me just have a look around. The stars are out. I love Costa del Sol. This is what I was saying earlier. Like, look how pretty this is. And look, it is moving very slowly, y'all. This is not bitmap. Okay, look at the stars. I'm not moving my camera. They are going off the screen. See that? Very pretty. I could fall asleep looking at this. Very pretty. You could make like a YouTube, like y'all know how people make YouTube videos of like fireplaces and stuff, and people use those to help them go to sleep. I've done it before. I will, around Christmas time, I'll put like a fireplace on the TVs and just have it going, and it just makes me feel more cozy, comfy. It also helps me fall asleep too. But you could make a YouTube video of this and like just let the stars, like just get the stars in the picture. And then just let them like go by, and then just kind of loop it and make like one of those 8-hour videos to help people sleep, and have like the background music playing very lowly. I think that would be pretty cool. Very comfy, cozy. I just love things that are comfy, cozy, so I'll be looking for them. Let me see. Okay, so I have to go out this way. And then it looks like I go down this way. And we just follow this little segment. Oh, goddamn. What is this? You mean to block my way, Eagle El Digis? The fuck? I might have to jump down. We're just going to go this way. And yes, all my keybinds are messed up, so it's like trying to open the map is a freaking deal. It's a big deal. So I just go over this way. And when I get to the quest marker thing, I use the herring. It's gonna do it for me. Ow, y'all, my jaw. I've noticed like the last few days, I don't know if it's like because I've been yapping so much, but like my jaw has started to hurt. I noticed like I was eating a biscuit the other day and I had to open my mouth, you know, to bite it, and then I had a pain in my jaw. It was like, oh my God, like in the muscle it feels like, and it's still there like a few days later. I just felt it start acting up. I don't know if it's because I yapped too much. EP says, if you're having keybind issues, might I suggest a controller? You know, I think a controller would be. I like that they have controller support. But the thing that I've been dealing with, EP, is this freaking, I've on my second mouse in less than 6 months. And I'm not hard on mice, please. I do not abuse mice. I respect them. I love all, you know, mousy poos, etc. But I got this Logitech G520. Supposed to be like the replacement for the G300. It's the software. I keep having to restart it, and it's like I had to uninstall it and reinstall it. And I guess I did that between the last time I played and this time, because I guess I don't have a profile for it. So it's like I have to go in there and reset all that. But maybe I should switch to a controller. I see EP, good God, yes. I be saying this shit all the time, EP. Like, I sound like a boomer. Okay, like, like the way I talk about shit not being, like, they don't make shit like they used to. And god damn it, it's true. Like, EP says mice just don't last like they used to. It typically takes me a year or two to wear out just a left click. EP, I'm one of these weird people that strafe left and right, like with tilt wheel left and right, and so I have to always have a mouse that has tilt wheel. Well, I bought a razor. How long you think that lasted? Just long enough. Like, it died, at least it died within its warranty, but that's not saying a whole lot, is it? It's just kind of like a saving grace. But it didn't even last 2 months before the tilt wheel stopped working. And so I said, well, what's the next mouse I can get that has a tilt wheel? Well, the G520. The mouse is good. It feels really solid, but the software is shit. If you rewind many years ago, I had a G300. Logitech G300, the one with the vinyl cord, the legendary mouse of all. I had that fucking thing. AP, I had that thing for more than 15 years. Fucking more than 15. I actually still have it. I still have it. And I'm tempted to start using it again. But like, the only thing that happened to it was the vinyl wore off the cord. But it's still a good mouse. But I think it is having one little issue with the scroll wheel now. But yeah, that thing was a legend. EP said, I had a Microsoft trackball that lasted me, yes, Lord, something like 20 years. Yeah. Yeah, they're making, I swear, EP, it feels like they're making shit with an expiration date. You know, it feels like that's what they're doing, and they're making the warranty just under the expiration date. That's what it feels like. Nefarious shit, I tell you. Okay, let me see what this is gonna do. Oh, a fattened herring. Let me get that. I hadn't been eating much fish, y'all. The last I went to the fish, it's a little fish camp, local fish camp. I used to go there all the time, but recently they're not deboning their fish very good. So I got a perch plate and I almost choked to death on it. Like, I was over here like, I mean, seriously. And I was like, you know what? Never fucking again. I threw away 3/4 of a plate of fish, and I was loath to do that because it was very pricey. And I said, damn it. But let me get that fattened herring. It's just gonna be tuna for me. Anyway, when used as bait, a fish this size is sure to attract even the largest of beasts. Well, let me try. Clicky poo. Why it not working? I guess I have to use it right here. Okay, here we go. Okay, we did it. Lie in wait? Do I have to actually lie down or just... Oh, right here. We'll hide in the bushes, y'all. I'm fucking seeing kitty. I'm good at that. EP says, that said, I've had good luck with 8-bit controllers. My Pro 2 has taken a 2 years or so of heavy use. Oh, very cool. Very cool. I've got an Xbox controller I could use that it's USB. I don't know if it'll hold a charge anymore, but it will. I can plug it in. I could try that. It would. You know what? It would be rather chill to play this game with a controller. I tried WoW. There's an add-on with WoW. Is it console port or something like that? But I was having some bugs with it and I couldn't quite get it to work too good. But it was an add-on. Okay, let me swim my little happy ass back over here. Up the stairs. Okay, Waste Kate says, well, did you deal with the Knicks? I did. I mean, is this really gonna like sate his curiosity about my ability? I don't know if it will. I feel like this fucker's gonna send me on like a million quests, y'all. Oh, it looks like a, look at it. It looks like a chicken leg and thigh quarter, and that's just the type of girl I am. Anytime I eat chicken, I always go in for a leg and thigh quarter. Never just a leg, never just a thigh, but always leg and thigh quarter. Love it. But you know, if you go to KFC, you don't get your druthers like that. You know, I don't know if they give leg and thigh quarters at KFC, although I've been saying I've been wanting to go to KFC for a while. And I have not done it. Y'all, I just want to go get a big ass bucket of extra crispy and nothing else. And just come home and sit down with it. You know, just have a little time out with it, you know. EP says, I will say that there is an adjustment period. I raged my way through Endwalker as I tried to figure out controller. Oh, I bet it's a whole ass thing. I've seen people using it because like when it like changes your UI to be like two different like little clusters of bars or something, like over here and then over here. I've seen people doing it. But I bet it would be a whole ass thing. And EP says, thankfully not as many quests as you would have had once. Yeah. Oh, right. Because they trimmed down AAR, didn't they? That's right. They trimmed it down a touch. Because people were complaining like, oh, it's got so much filler, etc. Yeah. Get a sip of coffee. That's tasty. It's not hot anymore though. It's only warm. But I can live with warm. I can't live with cold coffee. I can't do it, y'all. No. Waste Kate says, let me think. Hold on. Brain, please get it right. He says, lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Oh my God. He's talking about Homie. He's talking about Homie, right? Like the boy we were just talking to. What was his name? I can't remember his name, but he was the one with the wearing the leopard print. God, why can I not remember his name? Waste Kate says, anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. Okay. Why can't you just fight me? You know, just fight me, bro. We'll find out what's what. It's just like Sephiroth said. Or not Sephiroth. That's an anime character, right? Where did I get that from? Y'all, I promise I know nothing about anime. Just the tiniest little bit. Seraph. That's what Seraph said in The Matrix. He said, you never really know someone until you fight them. EP says, on controller, I have 6 different hot bars. LT, double tap LT, LT then RT, RT, double tap RT, RT then left T. I'm already confused. It says each hotbar has slots for the 4 face buttons and each of the D-pad directions. Okay. Yeah, that's going to take me a while to process. but I'm working on it. That's a lot. Yeah, so I could see how that would be a pretty big adjustment period. Yep. So what's Wastegate gonna give me? Oh, gonna give me some experience. I appreciate that. A modest proposal. Wastegate has an important mission for me. He says, 2 highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gigi wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. Oh, good. So we're gonna set out a whole ass smorgasbord? I love smorgasbords. Wastegate says, but while money is no object, oh my God, spare no expense. Look at Mr. Moneybags over here. Like, I didn't know the company of heroes had it like that. Wow, he's flexing on me. But he says, not everything Master Gigi desires can be so easily purchased. Oh my God, is he gonna send me out to get Toots and Cocoina? Like, is it gonna become that kind of party? Like, say it ain't so. He says, it is to be an extremely exotic feast. Well, is he gonna cook the Nick's leg I brought him? Cause I mean, you could cook that. You know, it would only feed one, but I expect to see it on the table. I mean, I just worked my butt. Y'all saw what I did? I put the herring out there. I lied in wait to get it. You better use it in the banquet. I swear to God, Wastegate, listen to me, boy. If I don't see that fucking Nick's leg on the table, I'm breaking your kneecaps. And that's a solemn promise. God, getting my blood pressure up. And he says, and so Natalie, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Why am I everybody in this game's personal scratching post? I swear to God. I swear to God, they don't treat me like the queen I am. He says, naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine. Of course you have to have wine, you know. And not from a box either. Like, they're trying to make that cool again. Like, y'all, the only people, and everybody that's ever drank wine knows this, and I think just most people know this in general, but the only people that drink wine from a box are severe, very severe alcoholics. Okay, that's always been true, and they're trying to change it now. They're trying to. I saw an advertisement on the television, y'all. I saw it, and it was like wine in a box, and they were saying like, "Oh, this is the best way to have wine." I don't remember what it was called, but I saw it. It was either yesterday or the day before. I said, "You will never trick me." Wine is served from a fucking corked bottle. Okay, and you have to have one of those twisty things, all right? I don't know that much about wine. It's like a cork pull. I don't know what it's called. I know there's a name for it. Shit. Basic things, y'all. I don't know. A corkscrew. God damn. Thank you, brain. Finally. Damn. I must be down to a brain cell and a half already. We 2.5 hours into this shit, and I'm already on a brain... I started with 2. You know, I start every day with 2 brain cells. They're very good brain cells, but it is only 2 of them. And I'm already down to 1.5. A corkscrew. No wine out of a box. That's criminal. Wastegate says, and by suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. Well, how would you know how much I have on my plate? You have not seen my plate, mister. Like, my dishes are at home. They are in my cabinets. Okay? And this fucker's out here talking crazy shit. I'm not here for it. And sorry for the profanity. This is a family channel. Wastegate says, it will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landonil at Camp Tranquil. Okay, what's he gonna have? He says, what? Do you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe? So I guess it's assumed I gave him a little bit of pushback there. And that might be something that they trimmed out of the... They must have made... I don't know. No, because they never have your dialogue. Every once in a while, they give you a little dialogue option. I've only seen it a couple of times, but it's not something they really lean on much. I wish they would do it more, because I love that. Because I loved Mass Effect. SWTOR does it every time. But I love like meaningful dialogue options. I wish more RPGs would do that. Even if they are, you know, MMOs. How do you expect me to believe you could outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Oh, this boy getting on my nerves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over. I'm going to speak to Landel. We'll get started with him. And then I'm going to go to the little girl's room. And maybe get some more coffee. I don't know if I'm going to do 4 cups. Y'all, I did 4 cups the last stream. And by God, when I got halfway through that cup, I was bouncing off the walls. Like, phew. Phew. I don't know. Camp Tranquil? Okay. Well, it's just a hip hop and a bit bop. They put the thing right there on top of it. Alright, Wastegate. We'll see you later, buddy. Okay, here's Landonil. Tall boy, elf boy, spiked hair. Long spear. My girlfriend loves those things. Long spear, halberds. Like she'd spent, y'all. We're playing this together before, you know, her account got all messed up. Like it had like the Steam thing. Y'all know about like Steam has a bug with this game where it like burns your information. She had to try to make it. She got locked out of that account. And she tried to make another one, not going through Steam, but it locked the username and synced the accounts because she tried to use the same email with the other one or something like that. And it synced them together and burned that name in. And so then she had to write an email and they never got back to her. Well, anyway, but we were playing together. Little tangent there. We were playing together and she got so obsessed. I could not get her to do anything other than try to get a halberd. It's her favorite weapon type. You know, just a fancy name for a spear, a poleaxe, whatever you want to call it. But she had to have one. And she could not rest. She wound up like Googling it and finding out that you could get one. After we spent all this time questing trying to get her one, she found out that you could get one from a vendor. And so she went and got a shitty one. It was like a lower level one. than what she really needed just so she could have it. And I was like, baby, don't ever say you're not a role player, because you're you got that role play in you, honey. But Landonell says, do you require assistance, adventurer? Says, so this is the one who would challenge Titan. That's right. That's right. I guess he's talking to his little lady friend over here. I've been expecting you, Natalie. Well, very good. Says the ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. That's a fucking turtle, y'all. That's a fancy name for a turtle. Land says the method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Well, I don't know if I want to do that or not. I mean, I'm the warrior of light and everything, but I don't want to be killed by no damnable turtle. That would be messed up. I mean, it would be in the tabloids, y'all. Hero of light. Killed by mere turtle. The embarrassment, y'all. It would be unfathomable. Like, my God. Land says, will I help you get it? Ha! You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Alright, Land. Alright, brethren. He's gonna give me a glamour prism for my trouble. I mean, honestly, that's the best thing you can give me. Yep. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna take a quick little break. We're gonna visit the little lady's room, get some more coffee, stretch the legs, and I'll be right back in just a few minutes. Okay, y'all, I'm back. And I'm glad to be so. Let me get situated. Trial by turtle. Get off my hair. Okay. All right. Let's see. Trial by turtle. So he needs to explain a few things to me. Y'all, I don't feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really feel like the warrior of light. Like, you know I am the warrior of light, but the shit they be having me do, y'all, where's my heroism? You know, you get to feel it in little spurts. Like, I want to be fighting primals, y'all. You know, I'm trying to raise my reputation. I'm trying to overthrow the Sultana, y'all. You know, I want to be the Sultana. But it's hard to do when they got you out here fighting turtles, y'all. Land says, let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. Okay, sounds shady as fuck. I'm game. Land says, see, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. Land, calm down, boy. Says it was all jolly good fun. Okay, I'll have to take your word for it, y'all. I don't kill people. You know, innocent girl only. Oh, his hair. You know, I don't know how it's kind of blowing in the breeze, because if you put enough hairspray and, you know, I don't know how he got that look. Maybe it was hairspray, probably combined with, what is it? Sea salt water. I don't know. That's another thing that'll do it. I don't know how it's still blowing in the wind when you put enough shit to like stick it up like this. Also, I'm thinking about, y'all know about Something About Mary. Y'all seen that movie? Like, you know how they got, you know that joke about his hair? You know that thing about his hair being stuck up in that movie? Like, if you know, you know. I'm not gonna tell it. Oh my. But that might be why it's up like that. He's got that look about him. Land says, alas, Gridanians are, and by and large, an unforgiving lot. That's not true. That's not true, not one bit. Says, Dato. Oh, her name's Dato. Why is she wearing a mask, by the way? Like, y'all, she looks like a damn OnlyFans girl. You know, some of them be wearing the mask to like try to keep their identity. Not that I know about this. I've just heard about it. Like, please, I don't be on that site. But they be wearing masks to try to protect their identity, and the shit be looking like this. The toe here being a rare exception. Okay. Also, is this crocodile skin that he has on here? Because I take issue with that. You know. Landonell says, I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen. Well, I don't know who sees him like that. Says, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. Oh my gosh, this boy openly admits to whoring about? Very naughty business. And you know, Dato heard him say that as well. He says, so understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, oh my God, I would never wag my tongue. It says, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. Boy, you crazy as heck. This boy to me gonna hang me with my own intestines, y'all. Like, he's a psychopath. Something of a fairy, something of a psychopath. He's got a real duality about him. Lynn says, well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Says, not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. Boy, it's a fucking turtle. It is a turtle. These people, y'all, they don't have a single touch of faith in me. And that's a mistake. Totally. He's laughing. You son of a bitch. He says, the mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. Okay. Says, there will be other heroes, Natalie. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. Oh boy, you know nothing. He knows nothing about me, does he? Gosh. Oh, my mount button. I keep forgetting. I was like trying to open my mount. It's like, what the heck? Okay, it's way over here. And by way over there, I mean like a hop, skip, and a jump. Alright, hop on the chocobo. Let's see. Okay, we'll go down here. Can I go this way? Sometimes there's all like invisible walls. Okay, very good. Y'all, I hate, one of my biggest gripes about games is invisible walls. Like, like it gets better after AAR, but like there's quite a few invisible walls around in AAR, but it ain't too bad. Okay, yeah, it's like purple smoky. Yeah, it looks evil. Where's the mother at? I don't see her. But she's probably gonna jump me. That's a big ass egg, y'all. That thing could feed like 30 people. There it is. Well, come get some, big girl. Like, she don't know how good I am at my combos. But she about to fall. Oh, fuck. Can I get out? No! Ha! Oh no, I ran back into it. It's one of those delayed. Oh my god, I got 2 mobs on me now. Shit, hold up. I can't fight. Oh, well, it's almost dead anyway. Just kill it. Kill it. What the heck? Why is my, jump out of that? Y'all, you can tell it's been a while since I played. There we go. But what was it doing that was making my cooldowns take so long? Did y'all see like my globals went to like up to like 4 seconds or something? Like, what was that? I don't know, but I didn't like it. That's the second time today it's happened. Okay, so I can go like, yeah, I'll go up these stairs right here. Hop on the chocobo. Oh, look at that. When you turn left, your stuff leans to the right and the left. You see? That's good. Like, up with physics. Totally up with physics. It's like riding a motorcycle. Just like it. Okay, Landonelle. Says, I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere. Preserve, Lord have mercy, the bitter end. Okay. Giant adamantoise egg. Hand it over. Wonder what her quest is. And girl, if you lean any harder, she's gonna fall over. Look at her posing. Landonelle says, aha, such bravery, such recklessness, that will serve you well against Titan. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, boy, I don't know how recklessness you know, it's gonna serve me well. That's something they give you a ticket for, you know, if you're doing that on the highway. Landonelle says, leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thonolin. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Nuh? Uda Nuh? I don't know. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Natalie. Alright then, let me see what kind of quest she's got. We will always have Ulda. Yeah, decline. Decline. No, no, no. Okay, so now I gotta go to the home of the Sand Kitty, y'all. Go to Thonolin. Go to Ulda. Wait, is this the right? No, that's not the right one. Hold on. Just hold your taters. Click right here. There we go. Forgotten Springs. Unable to teleport. Oh my god. You mean I don't have the teleports in my homeland? That's not good. Oh, look at that. It costs $4.20, y'all. $4.20. Reefer Madness. Click on it. Where's it at? It should be like right here. It's probably hiding underneath one of these. Oh no, gosh, y'all, I must be getting tired. I am getting tired. For a fact, I still have to travel. We gotta go south. Allah have mercy. That tossing and turning last night's catching up with me, y'all. It is. Wait, let me make sure. Let me look at the map, make sure I'm doing the Sagoli Desert. I like that name, Sagoli. 2 eyes, feels good. I can go down like, I can just go like, oh, don't. I almost jumped off the cliff. Okay, I'm going like this. And like this, by like this, I mean I'm just going south, you know, in a very standard fashion on my chocobo. Yep, that's really all I'm doing. There's nothing complicated here. It's just I'm traveling. Stop shooting me, fucker. Behave yourself. Y'all, lizard people are usually better behaved this. What am I even trying to say? Lizard people are usually better behaved than this. And I don't know that because I'm one of them. I'm not. You know, I'm not. It doesn't matter what my girlfriend says. It's lies. She spends a lot of time, y'all, holding hands with Satan. She does. That's true. But if you ask her about it, she'll deny it. But I think we all know the truth. Now, why would they do this? Why the fuck why? Okay, I don't have the patience for this. Why would you do this? I wish to travel this way. It is in fact a real barrier. I almost called it a perimeter. It's not a perimeter. It's a barrier. I wanted to go this way, but they don't want to let me do that. So I'm going to have to go down in a way in which I do not wish to go. I'm going to have to break my ankles, y'all. Here we go. Oh yeah. I'm still a supreme cat athlete, y'all. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I can make those jumps, y'all. Please don't do that in real life. Okay, don't follow my, don't take me for an example. Please do not do as I do. I'm a professional. I'm a cat. Okay, I'm part cat, part human. I'm under menphilia, So I can do that. But if a mere human were to try to jump that distance, you'd break both your legs. Probably like break them, shatter them all the way up to your pelvis. You might even shatter your pelvis. And then you'd be fucked. You'd be really fucked. There I go swearing again. I apologize. Now, what? Y'all. Oh my God, I'm a special kind of stupid, aren't I? It's over there, and I've run way down here. Like, can I not even follow the thing? Oh my goodness. Oh me. The heck am I going? Oh. Now that's cute. They're so hideous that I've never seen it. Oh my God, it's a fish too. These are land fish. And look at their eyes. Like, God, it looks like... It's like Jar Jar Binks had sex with a bass. Or a catfish. Tell me it don't look like that. Good God. They're so hideous, y'all. Sometimes when something becomes so hideous, it actually starts going the other way and becomes cute. I'm not even sure what I think about it, honestly. But I am having thoughts. They're somewhat limited because I've gotten rather tired all of a sudden. Okay, I'm not gonna remember to do this. I'm gonna attune to this here aetherite. Okay, I've attuned to it. Very good. What's been happening? Oh my God. Have they been killed? No. This is a crime scene is what it is. Has these cat girls? Y'all, I thought cat girls were better than this. Have you ladies been killing lizards? Y'all, they've been killing lizards. And this one's very happy about it. You little bitch, what are you doing? She says, if it's water you're after, I'm not the person to talk. Listen, we're in a desert. Okay? If I was looking for water, I wouldn't be here, honey. She says, or was there something? There's nothing. You need to leave these lizards alone. Stop killing lizards. Like, this is becoming a whole thing. I'm getting tired of it. Like, people think they can just bully lizards and insult lizards whenever they wish. And no, they can't. You know, if they want to do it, they got to go through me. And I'm kind of tough. Honestly, I can fight a little bit, okay? I'm not going to put up with this mess. Okay, this is a cat boy. Let's have a look at him. Oh my God, how does he look like an old man and a youth at the same time? I don't know how he's doing it, but he's pulling it off. He looks tired as heck. Like, I'm sorry, mister, but I don't have any 5-hour energy on me just right now. You know, it looks like he's got that 2 o'clock feeling. That's what it looks like. He says, state your business, adventurer. And he goes, that's my best snort, y'all. I was laughing so hard the other day on stream, I accidentally snorted. And I was like, good God, please don't let me. Please, no. We're not doing that. He says, ha ha ha. So this is the one Wastekate sends me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you. And until I do, you will receive no aid from me. I mean, brethren. Like, broski. I would have expected a little bit more from a fellow cat person. Okay, but you out here, like me and you both, I mean, like, come on, brother. Don't you know the secret handshake of the Makote? Like, we're not going to do that. You're just, I mean, just straight out the gate, you're being rude. I don't appreciate it. Complete. Savage aim. Savage aim. Yes, yes. I don't know. What do I use? Crit, hit, or determination? What does determination do? Does that, like, stop you from getting interrupted while you're casting or something? That's all I could think. I would have to look. I'll look at it. I like determination because I consider myself somewhat of a determined girl. Complete. Let me see. Character. Like, how do you look at this? It affects the amount of damage dealt by both physical and magical. Boo. 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 It affects the amount of damage dealt. Now, see, that's vague, y'all, because if you say it affects it, but you don't say whether or not it increases or decreases it, it could be. I mean, obviously, we're going to assume it increases it. But that's vague enough that a person might think, well, what if it decreases my damage dealt? And of course, that would make absolutely no sense. But I'm just observing what's here, y'all. That's all I do. Okay. That's all. I'm just an observer of things. Okay. But anyway, it probably increases your damage. It's kind of like versatility from WoW. And we were talking about the other day how boring like versatility is. Like, give me hit rating. At least Final Fantasy still has hit rating. Okay. I would rather have hit rating back and just nix versatility any day. Okay. Because hit rating is an interesting and fun stat. And I believe it. I felt like the holy trinity of stats was always hit, crit, and haste. Like, you can hit harder or bigger, right? That's crit. You can hit faster, that's haste. Or you can hit more frequently, that's hit rating. And I always thought that was like the holy trinity. Like, I don't know. To me, those three stats are juicy enough that there's a ton of depth there, and players can kind of decide what they want to do, right? Do I want to hit more? Do I want to hit faster? I want to hit harder, or do I want to hit more frequently? Yeah. Because like a stat like determination or versatility is just kind of another way to get like the same thing that crit's already doing, right? Just does more damage, right? It's just a slightly different variation on it. Okay. Just a little tangent. So what else does he have to say? So these are like hunting quests is what I'm picking up on, right? So we've been doing some hunting. And y'all, some reason I've gotten very tired. And I think after we like get to the point where he actually assigns me something and we do it, I'm probably gonna go ahead and end after that, because I'm just, I got that feeling, y'all. I feel like I've hit a wall. And I don't want to push through it. Because I wind up feeling really bad after the stream when I do. So let's see. Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. And also, when I do that, I feel like it affects my next stream too. So yeah. It says, you've seen your share of battles. There's no mistaking that. And you did manage to obtain the Adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. Well, I mean, goddamn, man. Come on, brother. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you have against y'all? Am I crazy? What does he have against displays of brute force and courage? Like, what else is there? Like, brother, what else do you want? Like, courage is one of the best things a person can have. Like, don't disrespect courage. I'm gonna call him Mr. Nuh-uh, because I don't know how to even say, y'all. I'm out of brain cell. Utah Nuh-uh. I have no idea. It's Nuh-uh. He says the Nuh-uh I once fought. Wait, the thing he fought is also his last name? Y'all, I so confused. Says, I once fought, also believed that his strength, so he fought somebody that had his last name, would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Nuh. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, and the pragmatic. Well, it can go to people that have a lot of brute force and courage as well. Let's be honest. Like, let's think about Game of Thrones, the Viper versus the Mountain. Right? Everybody was like, the fuck, bro, don't get so close to him. Like, yes, he's on the ground. He's on the ground, brother. And by the way, the Viper was one of my favorite characters. He was so cool. Not just because he was a bisexual like me, y'all, but because he was that fucking cool. He had a duality about him. Right? He was this cunning ass word. But yes, he had all the things that homeboy right here is talking about, but he lost because he got a little overconfident. You know, the Mountain like squished his eyeballs into his skull. But that's your classic display of, you know, the talented, cunning, pragmatic warrior versus brute strength and courage in the Mountain. Okay. It says, that is why I claim my position, and it is why I still hold it, and it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. Mister, he's treading, okay. You're treading on dangerous ground here, big boy. You better watch yourself. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself, okay? You better have your big boy britches on. You gonna talk to me like that? So I'm not here for it. He says, the children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized, why is he putting like, boy, don't put so many R's on your word. Like what is, I don't even, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? You don't need but one R on recognized, okay? Please stop doing that. As a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Okay? Let me get a sip of coffee. Y'all, I didn't go in for the 4th cup. I'm already a touch saturated. I just heated it up. That's in the interest of full disclosure, of course. Says, across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. Y'all, those are the lizard people. You know, that's the ones that attacked me on the way over. So I'm not surprised that he's going to be trying to have me fight them. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To even face this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Worn spear? Like, mister, I'm not gonna wear the spear. Okay? Like, it's not fashionable to wear, what the hell is he talking about? Like, it's not fashionable. How many people, like, how many times have y'all seen, like, runway models and they're, like, wearing a spear? Like, nobody does that. Okay? I'm not doing that. It says, why, you ask? You will have to solve that. I would have rather they just put the R's as stutters, because it is very hard to figure out how I should pronounce this. Do I just hold the R like it's like an extended stutter? Like, y'all know how some people stutter on the front end? I stutter. Y'all know this. Some people stutter on the front end. Some people hold the word, and then some people have repetitions. But I think this would be read like a stutter that's on the front end. Like, riddle yourself like that. Yeah, something like that. Not the like repetition stutter. That's kind of what I run into sometimes. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring me his necklace. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. I think what I'm gonna do is, I think it's a good place to stop for today. I've kind of, that's just where the energy's at, and kind of hitting a little bit of a wall. Why can't I sit on this chair though? I wish to sit on a chair so I can tell y'all bye-bye. I can't even get on the, what the heck? I can't even get on the table? What about these chairs? Oh, y'all, it's because you, God, y'all, I played too much WoW recently. You can't click on the chairs. Y'all, you can't click on the chairs. You have to type /sit. Like, what the fuck? I'm not sitting next to him, though. The heck with him. He's rude to me. You supposed to, like, us cat girls gotta stick together. You know, us Makote, y'all, we got to stick together. Right? Yeah. Let me sit down. Oh, it was a fun one, y'all. It was gosh darn fun. And I'm glad. I am very glad I played Final Fantasy today, because it'd been too long. It had been too long. You know, we were saying earlier, like, kind of WoW got its hooks in me again. I don't know if it's like all the midnight hype, but y'all know I love time walking. Like, we got so much stuff coming up in WoW. It just like, we went back to 2 days a week with it, and that meant the variety went down a little bit. But yeah, I was feeling Final Fantasy. I'm glad I played it today. It felt good to be back. I love my little cat girl, my little sand kitty, and I always have fun playing with her. Little sand kitty ninja. But I had a lot of fun with y'all. And get a sip of coffee. But yeah, we just did, like, what level am I? Still 30. Y'all, I didn't even get a single level done today. And I'm not even all that close to it either. Look at that. Like, it looks to be about a quarter off. 88 out of 113. So we're about 75% of next level. But so it'll be a while before I get to do another ninja quest. Like, I think they're every 5 levels. And you know what I kind of wish? I wish honestly that I would run out of campaign quests to do. That way I would like get to do some more dungeons and stuff. Like, because right now I don't have a lot. I would like to do. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. I would really like to do more dungeons, and I would really like to do them on stream, but the game is kind of just keeping me sucked into the only dungeons I've been doing is when the main quest points to it, right? So I'd like to do, it might just be one day we just go do some dungeons, you know, do some roulette finder or something, just to break it up a little bit, you know. Next time I play, you know what? Next time I play Final Fantasy, might be what I do. I'll try to remember that, just to break up the quest in a touch. But I love the quests, and I love reading the quests. I enjoy the way they write the quests, and it's always fun for me to read them. But I had a heck of a lot of fun with y'all, and thank you everybody that came out. If you chatted with me, if you lurked, or if you watched the VOD, I appreciate you. I surely do, and I appreciate your support, and I always do. I love you guys. And I don't say it enough. I don't say it enough. It's something that I feel that sometimes that I want to say that, but sometimes I hold myself back from saying it. But fuck it. When I feel it, I'm just going to say it, you know. But I appreciate y'all a lot. And y'all mean a lot. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, as my grandmother used to say. So what am I doing tomorrow? So I might be Oblivion. The girlfriend was saying that she really wanted to watch me play Oblivion, so... And I always take what she tells me, you know, under advisement. She is my girlfriend, after all. We've done Genshin the last 2 weeks, and I've been having... If she hadn't have said that, it would probably just been Genshin again. But so we might be back with Oblivion tomorrow. Don't hold me to it. I kind of just see where I'm at when I get there. You know, where the energy is. But yeah, other than that, I just hope y'all have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. And whatever y'all find yourselves doing, I hope sincerely that you take joy in it. I really, really do. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye for now.